What if the answer to Manchester United's chaos was hiding in plain sight the whole time? No flashy superstar manager. No long PowerPoint project. Just one name that already knows the pressure, the badge, and the noise. Michael Carrick. Yes, that Michael Carrick. Before we go any further, welcome to the very first video on this channel. If you love deep football stories, tactical breakdowns, and honest opinions, hit the like button and subscribe right now. It helps the channel more than you think. Now, let me ask you something, and I really want your answers in the comments. Is appointing club legends a smart reset? Or just emotional nostalgia? Manchester United turning to Carrick as interim manager wasn't random. It was intentional. When clubs are lost, they don't look for innovation first. They look for familiarity. Carrick knows Old Trafford not just as a stadium, but as a feeling. He knows what winning sounds like there. He knows what losing does to the crowd. And most importantly, he understands the standards that once made this club terrifying. This isn't a man chasing attention. Carrick's personality is the opposite of drama. Calm voice, clear thinking, zero panic, and honestly, that alone already separates him from many recent United managers. As a player, he lived through United's most dominant era under Sir Alex Ferguson. That experience matters. When a club is struggling to remember who it is, having someone who lived the identity can be powerful. Carrick isn't learning United DNA from a history book. He helped write it. But let's be clear, no one realistic thinks Carrick is here to win the league or magically fix everything. This appointment is about stability, clarity, and resetting the atmosphere. It's about stopping the bleeding before the next long-term decision. And to understand Carrick feels like a logical choice, we need to nut to the touchline. Because Michael Carrick, the player, explains almost everything about Michael Carrick, the coach. Before the suit and the clipboard, Carrick spoke through football intelligence. When United signed him from Tottenham in 2006, the pressure was insane. He wasn't just joining the team, he was replacing Roy Keane. That's not a position, that's a legacy. And Carrick didn't replace Keane by copying him. He replaced him by being completely different. Carrick wasn't loud. He wasn't aggressive. He didn't score screamers every week. In fact, if you only watch highlights, you probably missed him entirely. While fans focused on Rooney, Ronaldo, or Van Persie, Carrick was quietly controlling everything underneath. His superpower? Control. He always knew where to stand. He always chose the right pass, and under pressure, he never rushed. Watching Carrick felt like watching someone play football with extra time on the clock. United were calmer, more structured, and more dominant when he played, and the trophies prove it. 5 Premier League titles, Champions, Europa League, Fibrilação Atrial Cup, Cups, Club World Cup, every major trophy, no debates. Yet somehow, he remained one of the most underrated players of his generation. Maybe because he didn't fit the goals and assists culture, but real football people knew. Sir Alex Ferguson called him the best central midfielder in England. Thierry Henry said you only noticed Carrick when he wasn't playing. That football brain didn't disappear when he retired in 2018. It evolved. Carrick moved straight into coaching at Manchester United. No ego, no rush. He learned under Mourinho, absorbing tactical detail and discipline. Then under Ole, he learned man management and emotional balance. That assistant period was his apprenticeship, and it mattered. Then came November 2021. Chaos, all gone. And suddenly, Carrick was in charge. Games, 0 losses, wins against Villarreal and Arsenal, a draw at Chelsea. For a man with 0 head coach experience, that was impressive. What stood out wasn't tactics, It was calm authority. He even benched Cristiano Ronaldo for one match. That takes courage. And the team still performed. When Rolf Rang arrived, Carrick made a bold decision left. No safety net no control. He wanted to build something on his own. That decision tells you everything about his ambition. Carrick's real test came at Middlesbrough in 2022, and this is where opinions split. When he arrived, Borough were 21st in the championship and falling apart. Confidence was gone. Relegation was a real fear. Carrick didn't panic. He simplified everything. And the response was immediate. 13 wins in his first 17 matches. From relegation candidates to promotion contenders. That turnaround wasn't luck. It was structure, belief, and clarity. His team played a consistent 4-2-3-1, focused on possession, control, and aggressive attacking. They didn't change systems every week. Players knew their roles. And the football was genuinely good. Statistically, Middlesbrough became one of the best attacking teams in the league. High possession, high XG, lots of touches in the box. But what impressed me most was the balance. They could dominate the ball and counter at speed. They reached the playoffs. Later, on EFL Cup semi-final, progress was real. But football isn't linear. The next seasons were inconsistent. Key players were sold. Injuries piled up. Results dipped. Carrick's biggest criticism was stubbornness, sticking to his system even when opponents adjusted. Sound familiar? By 2025, his Middlesbrough chapter ended. Not a failure, a lesson. And that's why this United appointment actually makes sense as an interim. Carrick brings identity. He brings instant credibility. Players will listen to him. Fans will trust him. And most importantly, he can lift belief quickly, something this squad desperately needs. He's not here to build a 5-year dynasty. He's here to stabilize, simplify, and reconnect United with its football. But let's be honest, there are risks. No Premier League season experience. No proof under constant global pressure. And emotional appointments can hurt more when they fail. This isn't a fairy tale. It's a calculated pause. So the real question is this. Is Carrick the reset United need? Or just another chapter in the same cycle? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the channel. More deep football content is coming very soon.